Alright, y'all. What is good, everyone? And my bad. And it's your boy JJ Dad Dude 341, and I'm back with some P4 Smash and Pass. And if you don't know how it's like or how the rules are before, pretty much I'll look at the P5 one, then go from there. I'm not gonna try to explain the rules 24/7. But without a further ado, let us get into the video. And of course, I'm gonna go with the weak ones first. Then we get to the actual good characters. So first, let's get off with Hisano Kuroda, which is the old lady. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I think it makes sense of how her story kind of is. I mean, she's kind of a depressed old woman. You know, she mourns for her husband's death. I mean, you know how it is. But respectfully, I would pass. Though, but I mean, she is a nice lady though. But yeah, I'd have to pass respectfully. Erin Minami. I mean, she's kind of a gentle person that wants her stepson to accept her. I mean, it's a nice thing. It's a nice thing. She's kind of soft spoken. She's kind of timid, and she really wants to love her stepson because her stepson just doesn't like. Well, she thinks that her stepson doesn't like her because of rumors from some random TV. I don't get it fully. But pretty much, she mentioned that her husband, which was around I don't know. Is it overseas or was it from far distance? I don't know where at, but either way, she only married him because she said she didn't have to work and she didn't want to work, pretty much. And that kind of turns me down because I'm not trying to date a woman that ain't trying to work. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'd have to. I would probably Loki would probably smash and probably leave. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I mean, I really don't care about much. Okay, Sayako Yahara, the nurse, is next, and pretty much she's a very flirty woman. She getting some advances on the main character. You know what I'm saying? She probably be low key flirting out of nowhere. She might be doing for other guys. I'm sorry, that was like I ain't gonna lie. She probably gonna be out there talking to some other guys. I'm just be like, all right, here we go again. But I mean, but to be fair, she does love helping people in need. But it's kind of overshadowed by her, being lonely. So she wants to, help people and go from there. But I think, in all retrospect, I probably would maybe like pass low key, but yeah, I think I'd probably pass. Honestly, I don't think I would probably date her or marry her. I don't even think I would smash. Honestly, to be honest. But yeah, that's out of respect though. Now, IR Barra. Oh boy, here we go with this girl. I ain't gonna lie. This character I think has the biggest, I don't know, kind of complex, but let's just get it out the way. Let's just get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? She's very big on materialistic things. She's a materialistic girl in general, in particular. She be talking down about her admirers, and any confession you try to do, if you don't look good, nope, you're gonna get kicked out to the curb. You think I want to deal with that? Absolutely not. I'm not trying to deal with that. Out of respect. Anyway, but she's also, very selfish, very condescending towards anyone and people in general, though.
It's terrible.
But I do want to also say another thing before I add some extra stuff to it. But there's something else I want to add in there, which is the whole anime thing. If you watch the anime version of it, you know you're gonna be laughing at the P4 thing. Pretty much, this was when Chie, I mean not Chie, but well technically it deals with Chie. So pretty much, there was a scene with Chie and I with slapping. If you don't know about it, I'll look it up. It was hilarious though. But pretty much, I'll explain it on the simple, easy side. So, Ko, if you don't know Ko is the part of the basketball team. I'm not going to show his picture up here. I mean, you can look it up. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about, especially if you played P4. So pretty much, I liked Ko. But Ko likes Chie. But the main character had to ask for it. So pretty much, Chie and I were fighting, but not even because of that. They weren't even fighting because of Ko or nothing. You know why she was literally fighting? Well, literally, what happened? Literally, I slapped Chie because Ko liked her. And she thought Chie was just a dirty, meat lover person that just couldn't get a guy. She wasn't supposed to get a guy. Like, wow, that's like the most disrespectfully stupid thing I've ever seen in my entire life. That was low-key annoying me.
No one in
But
their
anyway,
right
it wasn't even because of that. She literally
garbage.
went back to talk to her.
And I need 2 months.
Was literally because
I don't even have
I
to
was in.
different
The reason
rosters,
Chie was trying to talk to I about that whole thing was because Chie was sick and tired of I literally just being disrespectful to the main character. And then I smacked Chie smacked her back, and it went from there. It was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, it was hilarious. Which I'm surprised she didn't knock her out. But I mean, I guess to be fair, it is Persona 4, anything can happen. But to be fair, though, I would pass. I would pass, though. Even if she took the slap for me, like, respectfully, because IRBR takes the slap for you from another guy, but to be fair, I could care less about that. I would have to pass. I wouldn't date. I wouldn't smash. I wouldn't do none of that. I'd have to definitely pass on that, respectfully. And I think we all can agree with that. And she would probably annoy me trying to date her. I'd be irritated just dating her, so yeah, pass on that. Okay, Yumi Ozawa is next, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm just gonna pass. She was not the type of person I would probably date. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, pretty much all I mainly know from her is that she had a father that wanted to see her last time before her. I mean, he wanted to see the mother before his illness had, overtook him or just got rid of him. And Yumi got mad at the mother for forgiving her so easy. That's pretty much the only thing. But yeah, pass on Yumi. I'm sorry. Like, why are you mad at the mom? You should be mad at the guy. Why are you mad at her for trying to prove it? Because she's just trying to have a peaceful, set life, like, and move on. Like, get out of here. Ayane Matsunagi. I can't say her. But Matsune. I'll call her Ayane and Matsune. Y'all know what I'm talking about, Naga. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, pretty much she's a shy girl. She tends to apologize. I mean, makes sense. She wants to be a musician, which I love a musician because, like, I like music. I like to play the music, you know what I'm saying? I play piano and stuff. But it's just, I don't play piano as much anymore because, just dreams. You know how dreams just go and die sometimes, it is what it is. But yeah, she plays the trombone in the school band, And she feels that, people are better than her as well, which I understand, you wouldn't want her to be better than you in their own way. Makes sense, though. Next one, which is... The next thing, my bad, not next one, but the next thing, my bad. I was trying to go right, skip next to the next thing, because I didn't like her like that. Okay, but yeah. She's really small, so people consider her like a middle school, elementary school, and she hates that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would hate it too, but you look like a kid. Like, honestly, people are gonna think that. Like, let's keep it up. Everyone's gonna be thinking that. But, and I will say this, I did try to date her in the actual series of in the live stream and all this stuff, so on and so forth. However, I would have to pass her now, because even now, she doesn't even feel like a lover or nothing, she just feels like a friend that I probably would date. I wouldn't even date her, my bad. I wouldn't even date her, my bad. Or nothing. And she looks like a kid, so honestly, that's a definite pass anyway. Next one, which is Marie. Obviously, Marie's very cold, antisocial type of girl, you know what I'm saying? She's a little sarcastic, a little irritable, a little foul mouth that has some occasional mood swings that we all hate. And she's kind of like a tsundere. I guess that's to be easy about it. But I will say that she is not afraid to say anything about her opinion, which that I do respect in a woman. Someone that can just keep it real and just say how she feels. In general, though. And she thinks of herself as a lack of emotions, which is how she deals with that stuff and why she's acting that way is because obviously, it deals with her shyness and her insecurities and stuff. Because she doesn't even have memories of what she was back then because she was in the Velvet Room along with Margaret and stuff. But she's unaware of, like, the world and, the modern day stuff like electric outlets and all that stuff. So she says different names for it. And she wants to know about the world, obviously. But she is a pretty good character, and I will say that. So I would smash, and I would date her. Because I do feel like she is a good romance person in particular. Just, she just needs time to work on herself. That's the only thing. Other from that, it is what it is, though, honestly. Anyway, moving on. Now we're going to go to a little bit of the better characters. Well, once we hit Yukiko, but that's like a little later on. But anyway, we got the next one. We have Margaret, who is the queen of beauty. Let's get that out the way. She's like the beautiful waifu that everyone loves. But yeah, she's more mature than her other siblings, which like Lavenza, Elizabeth, Theodore. And I'm not going to talk much about Theodore on the Persona 3 one. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I am not talking about him in Persona 3. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'll do the girl one. I'll do the Elizabeth, but I'm not doing Theodore. I'm letting y'all know that ahead of time because that's a guy. Y'all know how that is. Just letting that be known. Or someone come out there asking about it. But yeah, she's more mature than her other younger siblings. Elizabeth, Theodore, Lavenza and all stuff. And she does share Elizabeth's sense of humor, so you know how that goes. But she can get mad if her hair gets wet. Because something that Theodore did in Persona Q2 and all that stuff. And she is a little bit, on the concerned side when it comes to Makoto Yuki, who's on Persona 3, which I'm going to do that thing later. Along with Elizabeth and Makoto Yuki with their relationship, because Elizabeth actually went out there, which I ain't gonna lie, that's why Elizabeth's gonna be in the married material. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When I do episode 3 video, y'all gonna see it though. Y'all gonna see it though, honestly, because that girl literally was rescuing him by fate. From his fate, from somehow the means. But hey, look, like I said, I respect Elizabeth for that though. But yeah, anyway, and Margaret. Yeah, Margaret. Let me not say Makoto. Let me say Margaret. Margaret is very loyal though, whether it's to Igor and all stuff. So I would say smash and marry. I would potentially say marry if I could be in that velvet room. If I can't be in the velvet room, I'd just say smash and date. That's just simple as that. Now, here comes the main four. Oh, actually, technically, let me get these other two out the way as well, just so I can get it out the way. Now, before someone says, "Oh, what about Noriko? What's her name? Noriko Kashiwagi or anything like that?" I'm gonna tell her she's just a big freak. She just wants some young men, and I'm passing her. She's getting instantly passed. I don't want no one talk about her in my on my daggone comments. No, she can go into dumpster fire where she belongs, and she can take what's that girl name? Otani Hanako or Hanako Otanani. She could take her with her. That girl did my boy Yosuke dirty, bro. She messed up my man's vehicle and everything. I'd be disgusted being around her. Respectfully. So kick those two into the dirt where they belong. There we go. And anyway, now here comes the 4 best characters of all Persona. So let's go. First we got Yukiko, which I think there's a lot of stuff for me to go out there and put up here for it. I'm going to keep it a buck with you, y'all. But I'll try to make it simple and to the point with this. So let's go from there. So Yukiko Amagi. My throat's acting weird. Anyway, Yukiko Amagi, she's very soft-spoken, shy girl at the beginning, you know what I'm saying? She was told to be a proper lady for, the traditional proper lady Japanese custom things. She's very smart though. She has very top good grades, so that is a great thing. Very popular, very smart, which y'all know I love a smart lady though. She works at an inn. She's supposed to be the next head of being the manager, which obviously, it's a really big heavy burden, which she didn't like that. I'm pretty sure she really did it because it makes her have a lot of obligations that she has to do. And then she also kind of feels a little bit worthless though when it comes outside, like other than her looks and her obligations as, supposed to do with anything else. But pretty much she does care about her friends. She wants to support them. And the town, whether it's with or without rewards. But she can do it without rewards. But she does have that uncontrollable laugh thing. That's probably going to be my main concern, is that uncontrollable laugh. I don't know how I'm going to feel about that, honestly. I really don't. And if she misinterprets what you say. If she misinterprets what you say, you're getting smacked every time, even if you didn't mean the actual way that they think you meant, which is going to be another issue that I would not want to be a part of or deal with. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would probably not want to marry her because of her getting mad at me. So yeah, that's one thing. Then also she's a terrible cook. And along with someone else that I'm going to mention, is also a terrible cook. And they created the Mystery X food, which I don't want to describe. But that's why I could not want to marry them, honestly. But hey. It's out of respect, though. But a little later down the line, she does want to take care of the end. So I would say smash and date her, but I cannot marry her. I'm sorry. My girl got to know how to cook, or she going to have to know how to be out there working. she's gonna have to be working. But yeah, she's getting a smashing day though. Now, Chie Satonaka is next. Now she's the outgoing, what you call, energetic girl that's, very upbeat, try to cheers everyone up. Could be a little bit short tempered, just a little bit short tempered, especially with Yosuke. I ain't gonna lie, Yosuke be getting done dirty, bro. Anytime Yosuke does anything or anytime he does anything, he can breathe, he can go out there and say one word, she's out there on his head. And I'm like, dang, bro, is it that deep? Apparently it is that deep to her. And she be out there kicking them anywhere and below the waist. It don't matter who you is. She's going to hit you. Anyway, though. So, yeah, there, at first, I didn't like her shadow self. Not her actual self. I mean, her actual self was somewhat okay. It's just, it was annoying at times. It was annoying at times. But, I mean, it was an okay scenario case. I will say that. But, yeah, anyway, it was about, like, the other scene with the complex of Yukiko needing her and all that stuff. But though after she defeated the shadow and stuff, there we go. After she defeated the shadow and stuff, I mean, she vowed to be true friends with Yukiko, and I think that's pretty good. But also she is not, well, she doesn't like Aikido. Well, I mean, I think she's fine with Aikido, but she more likely loves martial arts and kung fu and stuff. So that might be a good thing I might like, because, well, I know my dad likes it. So, hey, if she met my dad, hey, congratulations. She would actually be cooking. I'm not going to lie to you. She would actually be cooking. Which would actually be awesome, though. But, yeah, but she also wishes to become a police officer in someday. And you know how she usually is. She's usually the more friendly type, all this stuff. So, I can see it working out, because he actually wants to help people out a lot. But, yeah, Chie's cooking skills are terrible, like Yukiko's, though. It sucks, though. But she does like to eat a large amount of meats. Pause on that. Pause. But yes, that it is though. Like, she likes some beef bowls, she likes some grilled steak, something like that. She has a very strong sense of justice, saying willing to protect others. She's willing to defend, some strangers from anyone out there trying to fight. Even when she's outnumbered, she ain't one to back down. And I respect that. But she does have some fears. She is kind of scared of some ghosts, like a certain other person is. She's a little bit afraid of thunder, which, I mean, let's be honest. If thunder came out, you go, Steve, you would be afraid of it too. She's afraid of some locusts and very some other insects. Let's keep it low. And being in the dark makes sense, though. But going forward with it, I would say Smash. And I think she would potentially get into the Mary zone, so I'll say Smash and Mary, though. Literally, I mean, I can let the cooking thing slide. Because, and mainly excuse me, why am I burping so much? Okay, anyway, mainly because, she's very understanding. She's willing to help you out. Wants to make sure you're good. You can take care of her, help her out, and she can have her feminine side as well. So I would say Smash. I mean, if I marry, I'm just keeping it up. I would. I know for sure I would. But anyway, moving on. We have the next two, which is Naoto and Rise. So Naoto is obviously an orphan. She doesn't have mother, dad, so that's what it means. She's very mature. Very mature. She's, she's a descendant of, a respected. Can this phone? Okay, there you go. I was trying to say this phone keeps on messing up for a second, and I don't like my phone being not charged up. There you go. So I make sure. Okay, but yeah, she's okay. She's a descendant of a very respected, lineage of, some famous detectives, and she, tries to deepen her voice and stuff to try to sound like a man. That way, she can do her job better and she can go up high in the ranks, stuff like that. She's very, very serious, very focused, and, she always be trying to focus on the mission. She sometimes can be stubborn, which will cause her to shut down some people. And all that stuff, you know how it usually is. But a little later down the lines, she realized that she didn't have to be a man or anything like that, and she could just accept herself for who she is and not what the world needs her to be suited as. You know what I'm saying? She became more confident and more comfortable with who she is as a person, which is very great. Which she lets people know that she's a female, tends to have that little shy side, and she can cook real good. She can cook good. She's a very decent cook, which I could take that on my side. But she's not really usually interested in relationships or romance at the moment. But I will say this though. If it's to the point where she's okay and would like to be in a marriage type of situation, I would say smash and marry. But if not, and she doesn't really interested in relationships, I'd probably just say smash and date and just move on from there. That's just out of respect, though. Anyway, last but not least, we have the one and only Rise Kujikawa. Okay, now I try to make it simple to the point as well, because this video is about to get really to the point, and it's like 4 minutes into that whole thing, so let's get this out the way now. So, by all means, Rise Kujikawa, you know what I'm saying? She's, very cheerful, cute in her own way, and she has her little flirtatious, naughty moments. Let's just say that. And all that stuff. But she is sweet deep down though, even though she's very boastful about herself though. Like, and I mean very boastful. I mean, she out there trying to disrespect Yuki Koen. I ain't gonna lie. Naruto, I'm like, dang, bro, is that deep? And she ain't be like, yo, that's a dangerous girl right there, cause she be out there trying to talk to the main character like he doing something. I ain't gonna lie, but hey, look, who could try to stop Rise's charm? Me for sure. I'm for sure doing that. I'm like, nope, dipping out, get me out of here. But she does have she can be quickly annoyed by the smallest thing, and she's very childish. And low key, I think she's possessive. That's just me. That's me. I don't know if everyone else thinks that, but that's what I think. I ain't gonna lie. Cause she pouted literally cause the main character said that he can't call another girl cute, and they aren't even dating. That's actually insane. And oh, don't get started when Marie did that thing. Oh, she was salty. She was heated. I know she was heated. She was like, nah, I need to go out there and end this woman. Oh, Marie, I ain't gonna lie. But she does have a competitive side, and she's not one to hold back her feelings, though. But also, she is an idol. I will say that. She is an idol, though. And she didn't know about her true self. And I don't know if she didn't know about her true self, or she just didn't want to do that. Or thought that someone else wasn't going to like her true self, which was actually insane. Like, I thought anyone would think that, yeah, your regular self is fine, which I didn't know why she did think of that, but hey, if that's what she thinks, hey, that's what she thinks. But anyway, she did have a fear about that though. But a little later on, I mean, she felt a little unsatisfied by leaving the public. And near the end, she acknowledges that all the supposed fake selves that she had for her powers and all that stuff, or her, whatever you want to call it, for the TV world, was, it could be a part of her true personality. So she decided to start a career up, you know what I'm saying? Work up from that, portraying her true self for everyone to see. She's very passionate about them, which I'm very glad. But I will say smash and marry, but only, and I mean only, if she talks to me and no one else. I'm keeping it a buck, because I feel like low-key, if she's out there trying to talk to someone else or date someone else, nope, kick them to the curb. I'm not trying to mess with that, I'm being honest. But if not, if you want to talk to other people, I'll have to smash, and I'll promise you I'm leaving that relationship real quick. Smash and leave instantly. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got to say for this, about this. I got to do Persona 3 and all this stuff. And I already did about Noriko, and I did Otani and stuff. So yeah, we good on that. Yeah, y'all. And yeah, no, I'm not putting Nanako in here. I know y'all weird freaks want that. One of y'all. But no. But she's a very great person, though. I will say that, though. But yeah, I'll stop right there with y'all, and I'll see y'all a little bit later for the P3 one. But yeah, y'all, I'll see y'all later though. Peace and love y'all. Yee.